It's game week. Oregon Ducks. Oregon Ducks. Oregon Ducks. Game week. Going to Tempe, Arizona. Going to Tempe, Arizona to play the Arizona Wildcats. And what all would consider is a down year for them. The years of the Desert Storm are over. They've completely revamped their team, though. Don't really know what to expect on that front. They've been doing pretty good. They're no match for the Ducks. If you can get the 10 points early, get it. Get it now before it goes up to 15, 16. A lot of people are going to be taking that. Ducks to cover the 10. Get in on it early. And I'm saying that because I don't suspect Arizona's going to put up much of a fight. Having said that, I've watched a lot of Arizona games in the past, and it can be rough. It can be very rough down there. The referees can be somewhat one-sided. I've seen some real shaky calls down in the desert. That both Arizona and Arizona State, notoriously horrible hometown referees. But we don't complain about the referees. I think we can overcome all of that. We've got a team that looks like it's building. Need to cut down on the penalties. Need to cut down on the turnovers. Well, we didn't really have any turnovers. We need to cut down on the penalties. Turnovers, we're doing pretty good. You just gotta, especially down in the red zone. But enough of that. We don't talk X's and O's here. This is game week. We talk about fun things. But today, since I want to give out a little warning, because there was a time, 2014, we had Marcus Mariota. We were looking really good. I think we were number 2 in the country. Undefeated. Playing a much better Arizona team at Austin Stadium. And it was 2014. And my dog is running away from me. I gotta catch up to him. It's very distracting, Bodie. What are you on? Back this way. You can't, whatever you're chasing, stop it. He's an old dog, and he's still intact. Say hi, Bodie. Say hi, Bodie. It's probably a coyote. It's a trick. Don't fall for it. Anyway, undefeated Arizona team came into Austin Stadium and pulled off the upset. They weren't ranked at the time. We were number 2. As much as I'd like to tell you I was at the game, it wasn't. I don't have another game this week. I got to be honest. I didn't look through the whole schedule when I planned this. I mean, I saw there's always some games. I saw the BYU game, that had a few I only thought this like 2 to 4 weeks through. Now we're getting to the games, the easy wins for us. Dominating performances, I'm sure, by the Oregon Duck coming up. Saw them crowd surf this game. That was pretty cool. Haven't seen the Duck crowd surfing on the TV yet this year. That was a first, and that was exciting, wasn't it? But I don't really got much to say about that game. I know they upset us in 2014, so look out. They could take the Ducks to cover the 10. If you get it at 10, it's going to 15, probably to 16. I know I'm not supposed to do. I told you I wasn't going to give you advice. We're starting to get an idea who's good in the Pac-12, and it looks like we got our work cut out for us because UCLA looks tough. Washington is going to rebound. I think they're going to be tough. Definitely Utah hopefully will be for the Pac-12 championship. To go to the Pac-12 championship. if we take care of business against UCLA and Washington, it's all kind of, we can see who the good teams are in the Pac-12. And there'll be some upsets. There'll be some cannibalizing. UCLA will maybe beat USC. Some will beat UCLA. Utah and Oregon will be playing to see who goes to the Pac-12 championship against either UCLA or USC. Probably. I don't know. I didn't look at their schedules either. We don't do X's and O's here. We talk about fun things. Like the whining on these duck. I joined these boards because I had this idea. I was going to do a podcast every week and call it Gameweek, and it would be cool. And then I would just look on Facebook and I'd see all these duck boards, and there's a lot of them, and a lot of them have the same name. I just kind of put them on there. I don't know what to expect, but there's a few that I always get the posts now. I always see what you guys are. I always get to hear your latest hot take on whether they should dance to shout. If they want to dance, they'll dance. There's 13 frickin' penalties already. There's too many penalties last game to dance. Maybe they didn't feel like dancing after they jumped off sides like 20 times at the goal line. I don't know. It was a late game. A lot going on. It was easy. Stanford was not. I think it would be pretty easy this week too. Arizona's not there. They'll be in Tempe. Tempe has it's a football town. They remember Desert Swarm. They remember the good old days. The good old days when we were good and the Ducks were not. All right, whatever. Not a singer. But what is with this? Then it was, I saw people posting, no, it's not the same person. Like, sports fans are like a really bad football coach. You know, where they think they just go with whatever. Like 1 minute they're like, "Oh, I shouldn't play the backups this much," why aren't you playing the backups? We should play the backups more when you have them beat. And then this time it's like, "Why are you playing the backups so early? Why did you let everybody?" And then it's like now it's like before it's like Ty Thompson, you got to get Ty Thompson there. Now like Ty's horrible. He's it's like they're like a schizophrenic coach. Like if you ever played youth sports and you always had that one coach who's really horrible, that's what fans are. That's what fans are. They're like that one coach that you had that would just change his mind every other day. And the next minute, he wants you to play quarterback. And you're like, I'm a wide receiver. He's like, well, we can't block anybody. So then you just get the ball and run for your life. And I'm like, I don't know if I want to do that. I'm not really, I can kind of throw. But you've all had that coach. We've all had that coach. You know what I mean. And then the next week he's like, hey, let's just try giving the ball to the biggest guy on the team and see if he can just run everybody over. That guy, that coach, he's like, I don't know. I got a new idea. The next week I think we should, but seriously, folks, I know you got to say something. I know that's the whole idea of posting online, but it's some of the dumbest stuff I've ever seen in my life. If I put it collectively, if it's just one person posting all this stupid things, like 1 week it's they're playing them not enough, and the next week they're playing them too much, and then the next week it's like a big deal why didn't they dance? To shout. I can't take it. I'm in too many of these sites now. And I get to hear everybody's opinion. It's a beautiful day. The sun's going down. In Christmas Valley, Oregon. It's going to be my last one from here. I almost did one from the Cascades, but I decided to take another day before I head back to the valley. briefly. But yeah, I hope they get to dance to shout again someday. Dan Lanning's a meanie and didn't let him. I don't know. We don't even. I'm. I don't have much to say this week. There's not much. Oregon's looking really good. Arizona in the middle. This could be one. You never know. Could be like 2014 and you underestimated them. You just never know. I'd take the points now. Um, Oregon's looking pretty good. Like I said, it's becoming pretty clear who the contenders are. It's down to the 5 teams. Oregon, Washington, USC, UCLA. I said 5, and Utah. In Utah. Game week. It's game week. It's Oregon attack. I forget what shirt these are. I got given a lot of Oregon shirts. Yeah. Oregon Ducks. Or Game week.